drilling a hole with this skid and this auger right there, and I was almost done, and then something in this power head broke or something. This is a rental unit. So I still have 2 more holes to drill. I was gonna drill one here and one over there, but apparently it's broken, so I gotta take it back. But I was able to drill 1, 2, 3, 4 holes, so that sucks because I was wanting to finish this project today. It's getting late in the season and I want to plant all these trees. I got all these trees for $10 a piece. Flowering plum trees and ash trees for $10 a piece. So I had to take the skid steer with the auger back because there was a part in the auger attachment that broke, some kind of chain or something. So now I'm either going to have to hand dig 4 or 5 holes, or I'm going to have to wait for them to fix that part. Not sure. So I'm just going to plant the trees that I do have the holes dug for, that the auger did work, and go from there. When I'm planting trees, I like to mix about half of the soil with compost. This is just soil pep, not necessarily compost, but at least it will amend the soil pretty good. This hole is way too deep for this tree, but that's okay. When I'm planting trees, I like to use this stuff. It's called Mike Tree and Shrub. It's mycorrhiza, so it's for transplanting trees and shrubs, different things like that. It's some kind of a microorganism, fungus type stuff. That could be wrong. You put it on the root ball like this, put it down in the hole. It's supposed to help the tree root easier and quicker. So that's a little bit too low, just a little bit. I want to water this tree probably every day and put 3 or 4 or 5 gallons on it for the next couple of weeks until the weather kind of turns on me. That looks good though. Happy with that. So moving on to the next one. These trees are short, and I'm really kind of hoping that the deer don't destroy these trees, and there's a good chance they will. Hopefully I can find it in me to cover them up before the deer get to them. This hole is far too deep for this tree, and it's technically not wide enough as well. You really kind of want to have your hole twice as wide as your pot is big. Right there. So that's it. Just planted 4 trees really fast. That auger, man, that thing's a lifesaver. So the plan for those trees over there, going to hook up a drip system to them, because that portion of my property doesn't get any irrigation at all. I've got a drip system pipe to the garden, and I'm going to tee off and then just run a line down there so those trees can get water so they don't die. But now I just need to water these trees really good, give them a good soaking so they'll take root. So today is the 3rd of September. I'm really hoping that it's not too late. I'm not getting these trees in the ground too late. So when it comes to planting these brand new trees, I like to use the mycorrhiza on the roots, and then I like to use this rooting hormone stimulant stuff. This is a root drench from Bush Doctor. It looks like this, and they call it a root growth inoculant. So it's got a bunch of different stuff in there, and people swear by this. So you can get this stuff in a synthetic form or in this organic form. I chose to go with this organic form. But for every 5 gallons of water, you just put in 2 teaspoons per gallon. So that's like, comes out to be about 2 ounces per 5 gallons. It's really not that much. This stuff's, I think I paid for this bottle, this is a 32-ounce bottle, I think I paid about $22 for this. So it lasts kind of a long time. So I will put this root drench on these plants for the next couple of days, maybe 2 or 3 waterings, and then I'll just make sure I come out here a lot and water these trees quite a bit and give them a lot of water for the first couple of weeks. I'm really excited about these trees. I just planted 6 of them along the fence line here. I'm really stoked about those because I just kind of need a barrier between the fence and the neighbor and I. And I'm kind of hoping that once they kind of bush out a little bit, it'll provide a little bit of a privacy screen. And I realize the leaves will disappear in the winter, and I'm okay with that. So I still have 2 more of these flowering plum trees on the back of my truck. I think I'm going to plant those in the front yard, and then I've got 1 more oak tree to plant. So in the past week, I will have planted about 17 trees, actually. That is a lot. So the first batch of trees that I got a couple weeks ago, I bought those ones for $500. I bought 3 big, large ash trees, a couple of these flowering plums, a Canadian chokecherry, and 4 or 5 oak trees. And then these last 8 trees that I just bought today, they were 10 bucks a piece, bought those for 80 bucks. So for $580, I just bought 17 trees, and I hope that they're all gonna survive. I did kill that other maple tree over there, but I like trees and they add so much to the landscape. I do hate mowing around them, so that is one thing I very much dislike. But if we can get these things to grow, that is going to be fantastic. So really looking forward to that. So I've just got those other 2 trees over there to plant in the front and an oak tree, 3 more to go out of 17, and we'll be good. That was a lot of work planting all those, but that auger, that thing was nice. Drill that hole way quickly.